Gemini singles, welcome. I'm David. Sit down here and we're going to do your singles read. That's for the second half of June 2021, guys. Can you believe we're there? Let me put a little energy on this thing. Been intense lately. I was saying on the other Gemini readings, got the North Node there, this eclipse energy there. So you guys got to be banging. But this is a great time to start something, end something, blow something up, hopefully blow it up in a good way. All right, and so what we're going to do here is ask Spirit, name of light, love, so it serves greatest good. Help us get some insight into your soulmate, the one that's right for you. So I call meet the soulmate, the one that's not your next ex-wife or ex-husband, but the one that's going to be right, like you're going to be right for them. And pull eight cards and look at what I call the four pillars: the emotional aspects. Look at the intellectual aspects, love and sex aspects, and what I call core values and lifestyle. Try to get a peek into that and get a beat on what they're like, what their personality's like, maybe some personal history, so that when you meet them, you'll know them. That's kind of my ultimate intention. Okay, find them and describe them enough so you'll know them, or if they're in your life, you'll recognize them. Could be. Tend to look at this as new energy, how I want to see it. That's why I was saying super singles. We're letting in the right one now. All right. Ten of Pentacles. This is their emotional nature. Three of Cups. Emotional nature. Intellectual nature. Ten of Cups. And the Fool. My goodness. The interesting personality, I believe. Here, let me bring these down where you can see them better. I hope. Sexual. Four Pentacles. They probably like being tied up or tying people up. Not sure either way. No judgment. Could be really. I'd love to hear back. In the world. Okay, that's great to have there. Um, yeah, interesting. The lifestyle core values. We're looking at the Nine of Pentacles, and we're looking at the Moon. Okay, using the Gilded Tarot Royale deck, and I'll clarify the Klimt Art deck if I have to, but I usually don't with this reading. So, let's start with the emotional aspect. The Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. They have a really solid background, really solid childhood. Didn't have any problems. I'm trying to think of their. I think they're going to have a Libra Moon. It's going to be somewhere really nice, like the fifth house, maybe even the first house. And I just want to put a little energy on the Klimt deck. So I'd like to look for the moon here. This is also the emotions. And consider this where the moon is, the unconscious energy is. And at the deep level, this Three of Cups. Well, I get Libra energy here because this is someone that's really into beauty and harmony. Like they absolutely can't stand disharmony. They absolutely can't stand fighting. I'm torn between a Taurus and a Libra moon. I'm gonna leave it at both because, either way, it's like that Venus energy, and what's going on with them is they don't want to go have their world rocked in any way, and they don't like to do negative, and so they want like just happy thoughts, and that's what this Three of Cups is saying. Um, and so, in order to make that happen, well, what would you have to do? I mean, you're going to have to sort of be that diplomat, right? I mean, or just or either be a hermit, because otherwise you're going to butt up against people. And if someone's having an argument at a restaurant a few tables away, it doesn't have anything to do with them, they start to feel kind of assaulted a little bit and violated, and even, I mean, that's dramatic, but yeah, it's like they almost feel themselves like this energy is being directed to them. It's extremely conflict avoidant. Let's just put it that way. Extremely conflict avoidant. Again, I don't look for this to be a toxic reading, but this is your person, and nobody's perfect, so I didn't say it was Jesus. But that's okay. And I don't read here for problems like that. They're right for you. They're right for you. But everybody is what they are. I'm watching This Is Us for about the third time, and Jack, is so much this. If you know that show, this is Jack. This is the husband. It's such a beautiful show. But yeah, um, that's what comes to mind. That kind of personality, really strong person. And a Ten of Cups over the Fool. I mean, this is someone that loves love. They no wonder they could definitely be cross watching. Because with the Ten of Cups, they'd be thinking about soulmates. They might be the kind of person with the Fool. It's going to be open. Not to say it's foolish, but it's open energy, and it's in the intellect. Think about the Fool and the intellect being open to all things, being wide open. Like see, this is someone that they probably have a very good mind. I hear it. Think of the moon is the mind, by the way, in astrology. I don't know where people get that's always Mercury, but Mercury's the thoughts in the mind. But the mind is more than our thoughts, and all of that, the iceberg under the water, the 90% of our mind, I think, is here. So, but they're wide open, and they love love. They love romance. They might actually enjoy romance things. They might watch This Is Us. They might cry when they watch it, that kind of thing. And they'd probably be extremely open minded, just maybe even think it's fun to explore different, alternate anything, points of view, realities, that kind of thing. Now, the one thing that they will avoid is anything dark or negative. They're not going to be the person going to sit and watch the true crime, horror, anything like that. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So that's not going to happen. I guarantee you about them. If that's not the case, the rest of it, call me out. But I don't see that. So I think they'd be very sensitive to anything negative. So they would just avoid negative talk. They're probably not going to gossip. People start gossiping. Maybe they find time to look at their phone or go for a cigarette or something, walk away. I don't know, but they just would probably just the fool. They probably, and also I think intellectually, they don't hang on to stuff with ego. Okay, I think they come from a heart position. Is seventh house, Taurus or Libra Moon, um, and trying to get a beat on what might be a sun sign here. Um, but I just get the energy of someone that really comes from the heart and is like they're the kind of person they might tell you something and basically this in some other way, but they might have a history of really following their heart. If they believe they should do something, or their heart is in even an idea or a concept that they have, it's like they're really all in and they will pursue that, and with the fool is often energy that goes against like society, friends, family. So meaning they could have had tell you stories about confrontations, and depending on how old they are, probably their whole life, because they're real confrontations with reality itself. They're not, mind is not in sync. Like Ten of Cups to the Fool is like reality's never going to live up to their high standard, and they might be questioning God, going, "What the fuck were you thinking? Did you do this?" Kind of energy. But so they probably would find themselves in conflict with people, but they hate conflict. So what are they going to possibly do with that other than move away? So you might have found them with the Fool. Even it's the energy of like you're being chased and there's nowhere to go but the cliff, and you'd rather just die than be caught. So you go over the cliff and hope for the best. Sundance, right? So um, yeah, that kind of energy. And then sexually, with the Four of Pentacles in the world, I think they're attractive, this person. More and more, I'm getting Libra energy. It might just be a Libra Sun, bite the bullet, but then I would maybe go with a Taurus Moon because you got the 10 Pentacles there too. So then I could say Taurus Moon because I don't think they have the same. uh, and they have this stability around them emotionally. Um, they don't have to not be negative in order to stay emotionally stable. I don't think. Like if you made them forced them to deal with something very negative and terrible for an extended period of time, like would kill them. They just don't like it. They really don't like it. Like they're just repulsed by it. So it's a choice they make. There's no hang up or anything I just want to say about it, right? Like that. So we got to Libra Sun because with the world here, man or woman, I see someone who's very attractive, and someone who I think like not just sexually, but in their relationships. Love nature is a relationship nature. They're very relationship oriented. They may have used their good looks, and here I'm not even saying that in a bad way. It's just ever since they were young, excuse me, they were given the feedback that nonverbal primarily, hopefully, unless there were a lot of perverts around or whatever. But even since they were very little, people react differently to attractive, even kids. It's sad, but there's been many studies. So when you're beautiful like this, I got to say particularly for a woman, but I think it's the same for a man. Sometimes even your very, very own parents can like you more over other siblings you have, and definitely like teachers and people you encounter. So you're just kind of trained over time to know that the way you look, it has an impact upon other people. You so you would have Libra, you would have Virgo. I think this person has a Leo Mars though in their natal chart, and that's what this world is. You know, and that would give them a Venus in Virgo, I think. So if they were Libra Sun, they had this Taurus Moon, and think about it, and now they have their Venus in Virgo. That really does go with the Ten of Pentacles, that solidness they have. Um, so they may go overboard because the way they love then is through service. So you might find them, they might have a history of this and tell you, like buying the wife or the husband a car on their birthday, or buying the children a car, or buying them a new bike, somebody that would want to express their love by doing things for them, somebody that, you know, goes and shows their love for their parents by putting in a new roof for them, really doing the hard work. That friend that is like an actual good friend because they actually show up on moving day. Venus and Virgo, that's how they show. They show up by showing up and trying to do things for us. But there'd be a lot of passion in the bedroom, fiery energy. And I think they do like a little bondage or something there, mild S&M and bondage going on with them. They're coming from a really stable position too. And then, the Nine of Pentacles in the moon here in lifestyle. Again, I'm getting this Venusian energy with them, so you can expect that they're not going to want to live in a trailer. Wherever they live, it'd be nice, and I got the feeling they're going to have the ability to make that happen. I'm saying they're wealthy, but they're physically comfortable, and they're going to be someone. Just look at the Nine of Pentacles, really, in any deck, and they're going to be someone who surrounds themselves with nice things and beauty. Remember, they want harmony. So well, I'll tell you this: I can always tell a lot. As an energy worker, I can go to someone's house, don't even have to be there. Sometimes the best way to do it, if I really want to help someone, they'll just let me go in their house. Kind of greedy, but so I can just kind of walk around and really look, and you can see a lot. But you could see this person, even if you look at the colors and the design, they may be a designer, or that's part of this concern for them. Maybe they hired a designer, maybe they take that seriously. So their house is very harmonious and beautiful. You won't even find, you forget like Netflix and horror, and you won't even find in their house anything inharmonious. It'd just be a flow and a beauty to it, and they will want that in terms of the home. And lifestyle is about commitment. They're going to be all about that. What they want, what they've always wanted deep down is they want that ten of cups feeling, with someone. That would be you. That's what this whole reading is for. So that's kind of a no-brainer. Um, but I get the feeling like they're perennially blocked in their career somehow here, Gemini. Um, they may tell you about that. There's something that goes on, and there's something like they can't quite put their finger on what it is, but like they're doing all right, but they kind of know they can do more. But there's something they have to figure out first. What is it I have to actually do to level up to that Ten of Pentacles? Remember, because they're coming in with that Ten of Pentacles. They want it. They want that, and it's like, but they can't quite get there. And I mean, that's something you might could help them with. I mean, it just might be as simple as you're not assertive enough. You're too assertive and domineering. You can change your wardrobe. This guy really could be something like that, but it'd just be a feeling too with them of wanting to climb the ladder in terms of work and career. And maybe that's why they want the nice things and they're willing to work for it. Let's put it that way. They want nice things. They want beauty in their life, a safe, beautiful, warm household that's comfortable for them and inviting. And then they don't mind working for it, but they probably just have a feeling like they have the potential for more, but they just can't quite figure out. When they have the Fool here too, it would be them never letting go of something, always wanting more, always being open to take another chance, to more. Could be a great explorer and be like, okay, well, we got to this mountain. Nope, let's go conquer that one and that one and that one. They would just love it, right? So thank you for watching, and give me a like or thumbs up, and I appreciate everybody subscribing. Do let me know. Feel free to comment. It only helps the channel. So let it fly, if you relate to any of this. I do appreciate it.